Welcome back, guys. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I just got back from North Carolina working with Griffin. In this video, we're going to talk a little bit about what a tour player goes through and what's going through his mind and some of the things we worked on.
Oh, it's not too bad.
Rain's not down.
Nope. It's just kind of sitting there. Let's just plop it up and let it trickle.
I feel like the air here is just kind of like, if you understand, that's too good of a lie, but if you understand like tendencies in general, the reality of hitting this too hard is almost like, it's almost impossible.
Mm-hmm.
I think the common miss is like to stop on it in short, and if you trust, I'm gonna try to hit this one too hard. Like, I really kind of got after it.
Yeah.
It'll
a foot by.
Yeah, it's not that far. Like, for it to go over the other edge, that happens one every 100 times, but the short happens way more often, especially for the higher handicappers, seems like.
And what higher handicappers don't realize probably in that situation is, say they hit it on that back fringe, how much easier is that next shot from that fringe right there than it landing right here and going back?
Right.
I mean, it's like you can still make the next shot.
Right.
The key there is actually trying to get it past the pin.
No doubt.
For your average golfer. For me, I'm going to try to hit it close.
Right.
All right, so the perfect end target is the bushy tree, kind of.
So
over the right center of this bunker.
So you're hitting a 3-wood here. Do you work the 3-wood both ways?
This 3-wood
more than your driver?
Yes.
Or no?
Yes.
More than your driver, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And I see that to be common in a lot of tour pros, where they like to hit one shot with their driver, and then the club with more loft, they work both ways. I haven't really met a tour pro where it's like, oh, I only cut my 3-wood, or I only draw my 3-wood, but I can work my driver both ways.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen it that way, where it's like 2 shots with the driver, but only 1 with the 3-wood. Usually it's more comfort with a couple different shots with the 3-wood. I think it's just the loft.
Yeah, it's a comfort thing. You know, with the driver, I can work it both ways, but if I need to draw it, it's harder for me to get that feel. I think most tour guys nowadays, they're just hitting the straight ball or baby fade with the driver. Yeah. And they just know that swing, and they just repetition.
Sure.
Hitting the fairways is such a premium.
Sure. And they're hitting it far enough, so.
It's like Adam Scott this week at Bay Hill. He put 2 3-woods in the bag. Because he knows his driver is going to miss the fairway, and it's like it's going to miss the fairway more than his 3-wood. And out there, he thinks there's a way bigger premium on hitting the fairway. So by having the 3-wood in, he has a higher percentage of hitting fairways, and then can hit it on the green a lot easier.
Right.
And it's not really a distance course.
Right.
But there's some courses where it's like you just bomb driver and you can hit in the rough and you're fine, like the Shambo style. Whatever.
Sure.
But yeah, no, my 3-wood, I love working it right to left actually. But I can hit it left to right too if I need to.
What are we doing here?
It's going to be a little draw. Kind of start it at the 2 trees that are just left to the right bunker.
Okay.
Have it come down on the bushy tree.
I see. Right at it. Super good there.
I haven't hit a full sandwich today, and I really have the urge.
Well, I mean, but this would be one. I mean, it's like a little bit downwind.
Yep.
Touch. I mean, when it's like the back pin into the wind, it's not really a.
Yeah.
I don't care what the distance is. It's never a full sand wedge, right?
Yep.
But then we got like a front pin-ish downwind. I like it.
Downwind. I'm going to try to land it a little past it right with a draw.
Okay.
To have some draw set into it. I might actually try to almost start this in between those 2 trees with like a 4-yard draw.
Let's see it.
Kind of what I'm feeling.
It drew a little.
Yeah.
Like it. I like it.
It was just a little right from where I wanted it. Not far off. If that draws another 2 yards, little left, and I don't hit it as hard.
Yeah.
Probably get
do you when the ball's sitting down on tight lies, do you go down after it, or do you go shallow
You have
attack?
to go down.
You go down after it. I'm gonna hit one. I'm gonna hit one off of
It
kind of a down slope because
with the line, like if I'm right here, you have to hit ball first. The
Yeah.
moment you get shallow, it
So-
just makes it so much harder for you
okay,
to
so
time the contact.
like I've got literally, like you could see that I'm gonna put this ball right, like I literally
Yeah.
have a nub behind the ball, and if I'm launching, this is gonna be a little. I gotta hit this really hard.
You want a different club?
No, I want to launch this high.
Okay.
Like I just don't see a. The only thing that allows me to hit it low is the greens are soft. But if the
they're
green,
firm.
if I want to launch it up in the air, right? It's kind of a. See how like I came into it super shallow,
Yep.
where, I mean, I hit that little part that I was talking about, that was behind.
Yeah.
I think as my swing gets better, like I could do it.
You can do it more. I
But-
agree with that. I'm just saying, like for your average golfer,
Yeah.
trying to pull off that shot. I mean, you got to get lucky, hit lightning in a bottle.
Right.
For you, skilled player, doing that is way more,
Yeah, I
possible.
guess like trying to hit off of a bad lie, thin, tight lie, trying to hit it high is a.
But if you're swinging
thing.
really well, see, that's where like the best players in the world, when they're swinging well, they can pull off shots like that because they're so confident. If you're off a little bit, all of
Yeah.
a sudden those shots become a lot harder.
Right.
So it's one of those things where you can really have an advantage like that shot. For instance, say these greens are firm, you have a huge advantage trying to have a shot
Yeah.
like that and being able to pull it off.
I love this Bermuda.
It's good practice because I go to tournaments, James, and it just feels so much easier.
Easier because
This
the
is
balls,
the hardest.
because it's like
conditions.
wet
I
and the
mean,
ball
yeah.
sits down.
It's
yeah,
sitting down because there's not a ton of grass,
sure.
but it's like kind of tight, but it's soft underneath. So it's like tight on the surface, so it's really easy to just kind of accidentally chunk it. Just
Right.
A touch.
Like
when
at Hacienda, I remember coming out to Hacienda, like it's pretty lush. It's definitely longer, so the ball's always sitting up pretty well. Like you can kind of, you can definitely sweep it off the ground here, but out here you've got to hit it really perfect.
Yeah, agreed.
I like it.
So that second bunker is like can't quite reach it, so it's
Okay.
normally like okay to hit it in line with that.
Got it.
The moment this tee shot's downwind, you have to make a decision. Oh, you hit driver or not? Because really, your driver, you're trying to go at that third bunker with one or left, so it gets a little tight. So I'm gonna try to hit it.
When you have a hole like this, it's 470 yards. It's cold out. You got water left, bunker right. Do you see everything, or are you like so honed in on like your line and you don't see everything else? Do you see everything?
I do see everything, but I'm just seeing it just because I'm looking around and enjoying
Yeah.
the views. But like, say I'm in the tournament mode, like all I'm thinking about is my target.
Yeah.
My target. So like that tree, that's 2 yards left of the right bunker.
Sure.
The middle bunker. I'm just thinking about that and what swing I need to put on it to produce the shot I want.
Yeah.
That's all I'm thinking about.
Right.
So like, I'm not even thinking about like. No, I'm not thinking about anything.
Anything except for that, where your
That's all
shot.
I'm only thinking about the things I can control.
Sure.
I can't control what's out there. I can only control what my target is and what I do. Little downwind, it should be off the left.
Aggressive swing.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the things that I noticed, especially in amateur golf, they say, oh, like that's the widest fairway, I can never hit it, and it's because it's like the lack of focus. My point is, it's sometimes you never hear that on super hard tee shot holes, even for like amateurs. It's because they're kind of, you're forced to see a shot or hit a shot, but when it's like wide open fairway and it's like I don't even know I'll hit it in the right trees. It's like 100 yards, right? And it's like the lack of the vision.
Yeah.
You know.
The key is sticking, like, I feel like I've played my best golf. I mean, I do play my best golf when I'm focused in on the target and just think about what I need to do to produce the golf shot I want. Like, all these, it doesn't even matter what's out there, water or whatever. Like, sure, there's going to be pressure-packed tee shots. You got the 18th at Sawgrass or something. for instance.
Yep.
Like, it's super hard to mentally get over that, that trouble and stuff.
Yeah.
But once you actually just lock in on your target and just think about your swing, it doesn't
Sure.
even matter what's out there.
Sure.
It doesn't.
Sure. There. What do we got?
We got a little breakfast, fried egg.
Fried egg. Little fried egg action.
Yep, all we need
Fried
is a little
egg.
hot sauce. And
Yeah, that's right.
We'll be good.
That's right.
What? Instead, we're going to put some wedge sauce on it.
All right,
So let's go.
Let's see what you got.
Well, we got some green to work with, James, which is the key when you have a plug lie like this to actually be able to pull it off.
If you had a flat lie, it's not uphill.
It'd be harder.
That's really hard.
The nice thing, yeah, I mean, normally you won't get a plug lie on a flat lie because it would come out of its mark. Happens a lot when you go into a face.
Well, if you're a bad wedge player and you hit a wedge in there, then you
Yeah,
might.
true. So the key here, I mean, you can, tell me right or wrong here. I know it's probably right, but the key here is getting the club into the ground and digging.
No
we
doubt.
talk so much about using the bounce on a standard bunker shot. For these, you want to come in way more square.
I agree 100%.
Get into the ground. That allows the ball to pop up. Also, another thing is that one thing I've noticed in tournaments is it always comes out faster than you expect.
Yes.
So I actually try to swing softer
Yes.
than what I think I should swing for a plug lie.
I agree 100%. I think most people swing hard because they're afraid they can't get the ball out. But they're afraid they can't get the ball out because they open the face and you got so much bounce and you can't have enough energy going down when you can just square up the face and let that club go into the ground.
I know if I dig starting right here, 4 inches behind, when I dig, the club's still going to have enough momentum to still get to the ball easily. That's why it comes out so good.
Yeah.
So for this one, I'm going to be a little more square. Not going to go like this. The moment I go like this, it's just going to bottom out and I might blade it, or
I agree.
I'd have to swing really hard to be able to get it.
I agree.
So I'm going to go like this and aim it probably a couple feet left of it and let the break kind of bring it in to the right.
That's really good. That's such a good shot from there.
Thank you.
And if you notice like how soft you swung, and that was pretty buried.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh, yeah.
I think most people swing too hard
It's not
because
like
the club
there's
face
a
is too
crazy
open.
amount of sand in here. I mean, this is a standard bunker, I think.
Sure. Good
So,
shot there.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you like the content, let me know in the comments below. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, and see you next time.